Here's a final recap on how the Prodigy kids fared at Junior Gold 2023. We'll start in U12 boys, where Colton Boob finished 86th in a field of 226th. Although Colton was never in one of the featured groups on Prodigy this past season, he won 3 times at the KCO this past season on the lanes to our left and right periphery, so you shouldn't be surprised if he pops up in one of our shows in Season 8. In U12 girls, Isabel Young, who made the show in April, finished 33rd out of a field of 102. Then we move to U15 boys, where the story gets much more interesting. In all, we had 3 U15 boys make the advancers round and then make it through to final advancers: Cameron Morton, Hunter Moffitt, and Rhett Ryman. Cameron, whose only appearance on Prodigy came in July of 2019 on our For Littles Only event, where he finished 3rd, he finished 31st this year at Junior Gold. Hunter Moffitt, Prodigy's all-time winningest player, finished in 43rd place. And Rhett Ryman of Kansas City, Kansas, and one of the 2-time winners on Prodigy this past season, finished in 50th. Ty Carter of Johns Creek, Georgia, whose only appearance on Prodigy came on our Farewell Atlanta episode, where he captured the prize as Biggest Little, fought and clawed his way from 400th all the way up to 125th place. This is out of a field of 700. Dylan Pollard, the Dill Pickle, finished 160th. Anthony Douglas finished 167th. Landon Stoddard was 253rd. Melvin Perry III, MP3, who you met for the first time on our Farewell Atlanta episode, finished 284th. Bryce Isaacson, who shot .299 at the KCO Invitational to grab the pole position in Division II, finished 327th. Cooper Farmer was 412th. Alec Rutschman, the handicap division winner at the Prodigy TOC in June, finished 429th. And Elijah Clanklin, who made a roll-off against Katie Price at the KCO Invitational in Division II, finished 462nd. Over in U15 girls, none of the Prodigy kids advanced to the advancers round, but Avery Lovegren, Colby's younger sister, got the closest, finishing 111th. Alana Harding of Cumming, Georgia, finished 147th. Layla Gonzalez, the gifted left-hander of the Bowling Gonzalez sisters, who you saw in the periphery on Prodigy a time or two this past season, finished 266th. And in 275th was Alina Miller, the granddaughter of KCO chairman Lee Miller. Moving on to the U18 boys. This year we had 3 Prodigy kids make it through to qualifying for the advancers round, and one of them, Jacob Ballinger, made it all the way through to the final advancers round, where he finished 50th out of a total field of 13 that began the week. The 2 players who made it to advancers but failed to get to final advancers were Braden Longenecker of Wichita, who you saw on our very first KCO telecast of Prodigy in June of 2022. Brady finished 66th. And Bryant Griffith, who you saw on Prodigy when we were in Georgia, finished 165th. Others in the U18 boys field included Ethan Klemenchik, whose sister Erin is the defending U18 girls champion. Ethan finished 226th. Colby Lovegren finished 231st. Aiden Reynolds finished 297th. PJ Douglas, the winner of the Prodigy TOC last month, finished 363rd. Dylan Hubley of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, finished 431st. Nick Robbins, who appeared on the KCO Invitational Show in Division II, finished 629th. Donovan Courtney, who made an appearance on Prodigy this past season, finished 669th. Gabriel Coleman of the Bowling Coleman family finished the week in 677th. Evan Slife, a friend of the show who is sure to make the telecast one of these days, finished 756th. Logan Fuhr, Lily's older brother, finished 761st. Caden Ball, another friend of Prodigy and a regular at the KCO, finished 866th. Tashawn Clark, whose only appearance on Prodigy this past season came in October in Gladstone, finished 964th. Logan Arnold, who also made the show in Gladstone in Division III, finished 1,070th. At 1,086th was Dason Tidwell of Topeka. In 1,138th place was Caden Snyder of St. Joseph. And in 1,263rd was Mason Whitesell, the son of one of the KCO board members. And finally, in U18 girls, one prodigy kid made it all the way through past qualifying, past advancers, past final advancers, and into match play. Defending champion Erin Klemenchik, who appeared once on Prodigy on episode 68, our Season 3 premiere in August of 2018. She got tantalizingly close to duplicating the feat of Annalise O'Brien and becoming a back-to-back champion. But her quest came up one match short of making the TV show, and she finished tied for 5th. Other names familiar to Prodigy viewers that were in the field included Faith Roper, who finished 129th out of a field of 588. Fiona West finished 199th. Emily Wagner, who you may recall shot an 800 series in qualifying at the KCO in January, finished 508th. And Brenna Rutschman, Alex's older sister, finished 515th. Congratulations to all 7 Prodigy kids who made it to advancers: Cameron Morton, Hunter Moffitt, Rhett Ryman, Jacob Ballinger, Braden Longenecker, Bryant Griffith, and Erin Klemenchik. All of Prodigy Nation is proud of all 7 of you. Of course, there's more to do at Junior Gold than just the tournament itself. There are exhibits, ball demos, autograph opportunities with the biggest pro bowlers in the world, and when the tournament itself is done, there are other ancillary tournaments to participate in as well. One of those tournaments is the Survivor Tournament, which is bowled on a decidedly easier pattern than the one that chews most of these kids up all week. We had several Prodigy and KCO kids bowl the Survivor Tournament this week, and while it's unclear at this hour whether all the players' scores are in yet, we think they might be. And there's some really good news here, especially for one of our Prodigy kids. We'll start in U12 boys, where KCO bowlers Jacob Shermley finished 4th, pending final certification of these results, and young Colton Boob, a 3-time winner at the KCO this past season, finished 20th in a field of 73. In U12 girls, Isabel Young finished 10th in a field of 42, and Carson Reber, another KCO regular, finished 14th. In U15 boys, again, I stress that there may be some more scores that have not yet posted, but we think that the winner is none other than Hunter Moffitt, who fired games of 234, 266, 269, 215, and 234 for a remarkable 12-18 set. That's an average of 243.6 for 5 games. Rhett Ryman, a 2-time winner on Prodigy this past season, appears to have finished 9th. Others in the field of 284 include Trey Doneth III, a KCO bowler who finished 74th. Cameron Morton, one of our final advancers in Junior Gold, finished 127th. Cooper Farmer finished 158th. Alec Rutschman finished 190th. Trey Hoggard III, whose only appearance on Prodigy came in our For Littles Only show 4 years ago in July of 2019, finished 195th. And Melvin Perry, MP3, finished 235th. In U15 girls, Avery Lovegren, Colby's sister, finished 90th in a field of 115. Lillian Fuhr finished 111th. In U18 boys, Colby Lovegren finished 4th in a field of 452. Dylan Hubley of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, finished 8th. Nick Robbins, the Missouri State U18 boys champion at Pepsi, finished 130th. Tashawn Clark finished 184th. Gabriel Coleman, 189th. Caden Ball was 252nd. Logan Fuhr was 348th. Mason Whitesell, the son of one of the KCO board members, finished 389th. And Aiden Reynolds of Georgia was 448th. Finally, in U18 girls, Tally Scott, a KCO regular from Raymore, Missouri, finished 5th, and her neighbor in Raymore, Fiona West, finished 37th in a field of 161. So there it is, another successful week of junior bowling in the books. Congratulations to Hunter Moffitt for apparently winning the Advancers tournament in U15 boys. I know it's just a consolation prize after he wanted so bad to get through to match play in junior gold, but winning any tournament is not nothing. I'm proud of all these kids, and especially those who are part of the Prodigy family after having been featured on the show at least once. We're off now until the KCO starts up again in September. The first KCO event of the season is set for September 10th at Olathe Lanes East, and we'll be there to cover Division I and one of the handicap divisions on Prodigy Bowlers Tour. So until then, this is Coach Randy saying, keep practicing, and we'll see you in September back on the lanes on Prodigy Bowlers Tour.